Okay, here's the nibbler tool. This is what we're going to use. It does not make a straight cut, as you guys can see, or a finished cut. It makes a very jagged edge on the end there. But it's used to round off metal or round off a surface that you need to get rid of the excess material for. In the performance eval, you guys are going to cut on this piece right here, either end, where I've cut it out straight. And what you can do is get a piece of soapstone, and I ask for a 1x1 piece. I'm not going to measure it to make sure it's 1x1 when you get done, but I just want you to cut a square out of there, kind of like we did with if you did the utility knife during the hand tools. But what we're going to do here, what I'm going to show you is how it cuts. It works by reciprocating or going up and down, and we put this little edge in here, and then it'll go up along there. As you see on this, we're just going to cut through the thin part here. We're going to stay away from this lip over here. But this was the only thin metal I had to show you guys this. Couple things of caution. Like all the other hand tools, we inspect it before we use it. I don't need to see you inspect it, but you should be inspecting it every time you use it. There is a safety switch down here to turn the power on to it. There is a trigger lock back here. But don't use the trigger lock again. And then, like I said, look at it, make sure it's all clean, and then you're going to look at here. You may have to play around with it to find where it cuts. PPE, obviously glasses, gloves, and this is going to be loud, so you're going to want to have hearing protection in for this. When we do this, we want to have it clamped down, and you want it clamped down fairly close to where you're going to be cutting. That will reduce the noise and it will stop the metal from bouncing as much and make it as good of a cut as you can get it. So again, this is not a finished edge, so I'm not going to be looking for anything like that, and it doesn't have to be perfectly sized. I just want you guys to see how it works and get a feel for how it works, so if you need to use one out in the field. But realistically, there's a lot of other tools that are used out in the field instead of these. So, obviously plug it in. I inspected all the cords and everything earlier. Put the switch, see how it bounces back and forth. We're going to take that. Sometimes it's easier to come out. Again, it's not a true 1x1 piece, but you get the idea. See how it's not real nice on the edges, but it's something to get rid of excess metal in case you need to. So that's the nibbler tool. You'll cut something like that in the performance eval. If you have any questions, text me, email me, call me, whatever.